Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to this presentation this evening, Monday evening, the 11th of April. Paul is in Tanzania and his reception is not very exciting. So we're just going to go straight into our meeting. This meeting today is designed for our guests, the people who are coming to a presentation like this for the first time, or maybe not your first time, or the second, third, or fourth time, to see what our business is about. So I'd like to welcome you very much for this presentation. If you're a guest, just pay attention to what we're going to discuss. For those of you who are distributors, we want to welcome you also to these presentations. The meeting today will take approximately 40 to 45 minutes to share with you a business idea. And then somewhere in the middle, about 25 minutes, we've got a special guest from Uganda, from Kampala, Uganda, called Jesse. He's going to share with you what the business has done for him. So my name is Pascal Oloo. I am trained as a civil engineer. Betty, my wife, and I live in South Africa. We've been in this business for about 26 years now. And the reason we started the business is a very simple reason. We started the business to make extra money and have a better life. So that's my wife and I, Betty. Betty is actually the founder of our business. She's the one who attended the first meeting. And because of the decision she made, this business has really changed our lives and the lives of many people who've been involved in our business. We started the business for three reasons: money, money, and money. Very simple reason. To generate extra income. But that extra income has become something different because I remember our first income from the business was about 32 Rand, which is the equivalent of $3 at that time. But after 7 months of hard work part-time, our income reached $1,000 a month. And from that point, we never looked back. So if you're a guest, I'm sure you are here for a reason. You're here to find out what is this business that we talk about. Now, I'd like to share with you some things before we explain to you what the business is. In the normal course of things, I think generally people have four ways to generate income. The first is called a job, where you are employed by, you work for an employer who pays you a salary at the end of 30 days, and you offer your service to your employer. Now, a job is good because at least you can put something on the table for your family. You've got a roof over your head. But I would not say that in the present world, you have anything called job security. Because of changing technology, advancements, companies are able to provide goods and services at a cheaper or a lower cost because they're able to replace human beings with machines, and they're able to offer better services or products to the public with less cost. Secondly, in the job situation, there's a lot of internal politics. People sometimes stab each other in the back to get ahead in the workplace. The second way that people use to generate money or income is called self-employment, where you as a person, you get your savings, life savings, you borrow money, you start a business, you invest, and in return, you provide a product or a service to the public. The challenge with self-employment is, though you control the amount of money you earn, but most of the time, the income from the business depends on your physical presence. And if this is the case, it means that either you fall sick, or you need to attend to family issues, or you need to go for a holiday. If you're not there physically yourself, it means there's no income being generated. Or if you want to take, if there's an emergency and you have to go away, either you close your business or you get somebody trustworthy who understands what your business does to do the work on your behalf. The third way that people use to generate income is called big businesses. These are people who invest huge capital. They have lots of employees, and with lots of employees also there's a lot of labor issues and problems. These are big companies like ShopRite Checkers, the retail shop whose headquarters is in South Africa that operate in West Africa and some East Africa, or Safaricom or Naivas retail shops in Kenya. These are people who invest huge capital to generate income from providing services to a large population. The fourth way that people use to generate income is called investment. Investment is when you have money over and above what you need for your daily needs, you invest to generate, to get a return on your investment, but you need two skills, knowledge and the skill of investment to be able to generate more income. Most people employ experts or people who know how to invest to do it on their behalf. There's another fifth way, but that is available to a very small portion of the population. These are professional sports people, writers, musicians, people who have got extraordinary skill and talent that offer the public in return for what they are paid. And you may ask yourself, but is there a criteria we can use to decide that this is an ideal vehicle for building wealth? I think there is, and it involves the following criteria. Number one, you need very low capital to invest in your business. Our company, you need about between 60 and 100 US dollars to start a global business. The next element is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? Because this is what people need. And distribution is one of the key for building wealth in society. The third element is you need to have a global reach. That means if you want to provide product or a service and you want to generate extraordinary income, you need to be able to access a very large population. Our company does business in over 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in approximately 14 countries, which cover a population base of about 450 million people. The fourth element is leverage. But leverage is a very unique concept in business. I think the first person who really brought the theory of leverage to the forefront is Archimedes. He said, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum strong enough, and I'll be able to change the world. Leverage simply means you find a way to multiply your time, your effort, and your money to provide services to a high population or a high number of people using the principles of cooperation with other individuals. That's simply what leverage is. For example, banks always use leverage. That's why they open branches. Retail shops often open outlets to leverage their services. So leverage is a very important aspect of building wealth. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable product, because consumable products has a constant repeat sale. You see, you and I are going to use soap every single day, and every month when the soap is finished, you go and buy some more. So the beauty about repeat sales of a consumable product is that there is constant need for the product. The sixth element is you need a business system. What is a business system? It's simply tools, procedures, and ways and equipment that you use to run your business so that you as the owner of the business does not have to be there to actually provide product or service to the public. A business system is very good because it replaces the owner of the business where he is not there physically. If you look at very large businesses, they always have business systems. Banks have business systems. Retail outlets have business systems. Any successful business has a business system. That most of it is automated, that does not require the owner of the business to be present. And the last element is timing. Timing is very important in business because if you start your business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction. Either it's too early on the curve or it's too late. So timing is very important. And I think all these elements are important for starting a business, for creating wealth. And our business is called network marketing. What is network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services where we cut out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer. I remember about 2010 or 2009, I went to Lusaka, Zambia to do a presentation on this business. And one of the guests in the meeting was a lady who worked for a beverage company. And she said a bottle or a tin of that beverage at the factory, it costs 600 kwacha. By the time this same product is sold in the supermarket, it was 3,600 kwacha. Now, between the manufacturer and the consumer, there are between 6 and 8 different middlemen who keep adding to the cost of the product, and who pays for it is the customer. Because in that cost, final cost is built advertising, retailers, wholesalers, legal issues, breakages, and the customer is the one who eventually pays for the cost. So in our business, we don't have advertising. We don't have retailers. We don't have wholesalers. The products are explained to the customers for better understanding, and we are paid for successfully referring customers to buy products from our company. The products are researched and developed on your behalf. What that simply means, although you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself, because you're partnered with a company that is doing business in 50 countries. The company has already built infrastructure in all these countries, computer systems, they employ staff, they've done research and development, they're in contact with people who provide raw materials, they have got a top-notch quality assurance program to make sure that the products are the very best in the world. That is the infrastructure that is behind the distributors who start the business. There are no formal qualifications required for our business except 3 things which any ordinary person can have. One is a desire for success. This comes from within your heart and your mind. Second is the capacity for being teachability. And third is just sheer hard work. If you've got these 3 things going for you, then you're going to be very successful in the business. When did this company start? Neolife started in 1958. It was a dream of one gentleman, Jerry Brasfield, at the age of 19. He had very serious asthma, and because of that, his mother gave him natural remedies. And when he recovered, he decided to share this idea with his small community in a town called Porterville in California. And that was the birth of Neolife. By the way, yesterday was Jerry Brasfield's birthday, and we are all eternally grateful to him for having a dream to start this company. But the reason this company has lasted all this long is because of 5 essential corporate principles that we believe in to have long-term success. The first is absolute integrity and honesty. We believe that we need to tell our customers, our business partners, people who interact with Neolife, the truth about our products and about our business. The second principle is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people, because if we don't have people, we have nothing. The third is products that work. The company spends a lot of time, has put together the best scientific minds in different fields to research and develop top quality products. We've got biochemists, we've got manufacturing specialists, we've got nutritionists, we've got people who have top-notch quality or experience and knowledge about developing high-quality consumable products. It's called the Scientific Advisory Board. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts the business at the same level, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, old or young, experienced or not, a plumber, CEO, a housewife, whatever background you come from, everybody starts the business at the same level. And the last is you need a long-range vision to become successful in our business. Initially, when you start the business, give the business a 2 to 5 year horizon in terms of becoming successful, because we believe that if you learn how the system of building the business is done, within a 2 to 5 year horizon, you will achieve financial independence. Okay, this is what we believe to be the core corporate principles that guide our company. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA. 1971 in South Africa, or the Southern African countries, in 1996, 97 in East Africa, and then 99 and 2000 in West Africa. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Okay, so why do people start this business? People start this business for so many different reasons. Some people start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some start the business because they want to have good homes, they want to build first-class lifestyle homes. Some people start the business because they want to have good cars. Some people start the business because they want to have holiday homes. Some people start the business because they want to have extra cash. And this extra cash can become a lot of money if you really put your mind and heart to the business. Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit or healthy. So people start the business for so many different reasons. Now, if you start the business, you're going to partner with a company that has got more than 60 years experience, operating in over 50 countries around the world. It's guided by the scientific advisory board who guide the development of the products. And we have 4 ranges of products. Which are these ranges? The first one is called the Golden Home Care range. The Golden Home Care range are products that we use for cleaning the home. Anything that you use to clean your kitchen, your bathroom, your toilet, your carpets, your tiles, anything in your home that you need for cleaning, we've got the products. The second range is a personal care range of products. Personal care range are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, things that you need to make yourself look smart. The third range is the Nutrients Organics. These are skincare range of products. We've got products for the 2 categories of skin, normal to dry skin and oily to combination skin type. Then the last range is a nutritional range. These are health supplements because you see, the biggest wealth we have in life is good health. You might have a lot of money, but if you spend most of your time in a 5-star hospital, you don't enjoy life. So your greatest wealth is your health. These are the products the company manufactures. But how do we build this business? We build this business by doing 3 things. We call them 3 daily success habits. We do these 3 things on a daily basis to make our business grow. The first thing we do is we use the products ourselves. We simply change our buying habits. You see, you and I, at the end of this month, you're going to buy soap, whether you're in the business or not. So what we do is we change where we buy the products. We start buying products from our own business because we want to support our business. The other reason why we use the products ourselves, because we want to be good ambassadors of what we are recommending. We want to share with people our own experience of using the products. Okay. Now, because Neolife operates in more than 50 countries, the company decided to standardize the measurement of business using the PV system or the point value system. 1 point value is roughly $1.60, or 100 PV or 100 point value is equivalent to about $160 worth of business. The second thing we do is we share the business opportunity. That means that we introduce our friends, neighbors, colleagues to become users of the products like ourselves. So if we introduce 6 people to be product users plus ourselves, we've built a 700 PV unit and we become a manager in the business. Your income is about $45. The next thing we do is we begin to teach people who joined our business to do what we do. For example, if the person on the top right corner introduces 2 people each, and each of those 2 introduce 2, we'll have built a 700 PV unit. If we do that plus the other 6 is 1,300 PV, our income is about $90 a month. That is, you become a senior manager, your income is profit plus bonuses or commissions is about $90 a month. The next thing we do is we teach the people who've joined our business to do what we do. Okay? If you have the 6 people doing 700 PV times 700 times 6 gives you 4,200, plus the other 100 PV of your own gives you 4,300 PV. You become a director in the business. Your income is between $580 and $700. It could be more, it could be less, depending on the business your team is generating. Okay? Then the next thing we do is, not everybody is going to join your business as business builders. Some people just want to be product users as customer. And as customers, we make a retail profit of 20% because these people are not registered. They cannot buy from the company directly. They have to buy through people who are registered. And we make a profit of about 20%. Okay? The third thing we do in our business on a daily basis is personal development. That simply means that through the business or support system, training, support, and personal development material, we attend conferences, we attend training seminars, we attend conventions, we've got CDs, we've got books, we've got mentorship programs that we train the people who've joined our business to become business builders. And eventually, your business begins to grow. If you want to earn more money in our business, then you need to help the people who've joined your business also to become directors in the business. So if you help one more person to become a director like yourself, and your income reaches about 10,000 PV, your business volume goes about 10,000 PV, your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people become directors, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, you reach a president's team, your income is about $5,000 a month. So the amount of money you earn in the business just depends on how many people you help become successful in the business. So at this point, I would like to invite a very dear friend of ours from Kampala, Uganda, to share with you what the business has done for him. I have shared this platform with Jesse on a number of occasions, and every time I hear his story, I become very, very excited. Jesse, can you hear me? Hello, Jesse, can you hear me? Okay, Paul told me earlier that Jesse, where he was having challenges with the connection, so I don't know whether he has, he's been able to log in and share with us his experience. Hi, Jesse, can you hear me? All right, it looks like Jesse is not available yet. We'll give him a few minutes to, sorry. We'll wait for Jesse for a few minutes, but just to share with you some of the experience that we've had in the business. Betty and I initially started the business because we want to make an extra $200 a month. That was our goal. And after 7 months, our income reached $1,000. And when that happened, I really thought seriously about this business. I took time to study what the business model looked like. I studied about nutrition. I studied many, many things about the business. And I decided I'm going to make this business part of my future. And Betty and I worked extremely hard the first 3 years of our business. After 3 years, what we were earning from the business was 3 times my salary. And then I left my employment to go full-time into the business. That is the experience Betty and I has had about this business. But apart from the financial rewards we've received in the business, 2 other things has happened in our lives. One is time freedom. That means we've been able to get time to do other things that we would not have been able to do if you are employed. Because, when you're employed, you obey your employer's time schedule. And when you go full-time, you determine what times you work in the business. The other thing that Betty and I have really experienced in really fantastic levels is the nutritional part. One of our children, our second one called Felix, has got sickle cell. And because of the products, he was able to go through high school, through college. He finished his university degrees and now works with Absa Bank in South Africa. So we're really very thankful to God on what the products have done in our personal health for Felix, but also for ourselves, because we realized that earlier on that if we are going to enjoy good health, we need to use the products on a regular basis. So Betty and I use the products very, very heavily. I think we take about 7 to 8 different products on a daily basis. Yeah, okay, I see our friend Jesse has joined us. Jesse, can you hear me?
Yes, Pascal, I can now hear you. My apologies. I was not able to unmute myself earlier.
Okay, all right. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
I think everybody has been waiting with a bated breath to hear your story. So take it away.
All right. Thank you, Pascal. My apologies. We've just had a power blackout, so I'm unable to share my video, but please bear with me. My name is Jesse Annebyoona. Professionally, I trained as a mechanical engineer, and that is how that's how I came to learn about this business, because I had just reported to the university to start my education as a first-year student of mechanical engineering. And at about that time, a friend who had gone to school with invited me and said, Jesse, come and have a look at a way that you can work on a part-time basis and make some additional income. The idea sounded very good and exciting to me, particularly because I knew him and I trusted him. So I came and sat in the meeting. They showed us the business the way Pascal has shared with us the business. I looked at the products, and at the back of my mind, I was calculating and thinking, now these people are going to tell us to go and start looking for customers. But towards the end of the meeting, they invited some people to come and share their experiences. And I was really excited and interested, because at the back of my mind, I said, I have nothing to lose, yet I have everything to gain. I've often believed that if others can do it, I can also do it. So I didn't even have the money to start the business. I went and I looked for that money and I got started in the business. When I started the business, I was told to use the products. Now, when I looked at the healthcare products, I thought maybe these are for people who are a bit older and maybe people who are having some health challenges. So I was not very keen on using the healthcare products. Now, I will say that attitude has since changed, and today I use these products and they have helped us a lot as a family. But my first set of products to use were the cleaning products. So I took the Super 10, the LDC, the G1 laundry, and I began to use them. And what I saw is that these products work. So I was filled with that confidence and that excitement. I began reaching out to people and talking to people. And just like Pascal said, not everyone you talk to will be interested. So I had some people who came on board to use the products. But along the way, there were some people who also came on board to build the business. And that's how I began my own business with Neolife International. I remember my first check in Uganda shillings was 12,000 Uganda shillings. In dollars, that would be approximately $5. Now, it was so small, but for me, at the back of my mind, I said, if I can earn a check, however small, it is just a proof that one day I'll earn something bigger. By the time I was in second year, because of the nature of our business, because of the multiplier effect of our business, I was earning approximately $300. This is by the time I was in second year. I remember at that time, I was earning about the same money I continued to be. When I was in third year, I had bought my first car. At the time, I was 21 years of age. Imagine a 21-year-old owning their own car at the university. And by the time I graduated, I was earning a full-time income. And later on, even when I graduated, I carried on doing the business, but later on, I developed a desire to do something with my profession. So I went on and got an opportunity to work as an engineer while doing this business part-time. So now I was working the job full-time. and I was working the business part-time. And that experience was 2 years and 4 months. It made me appreciate the value of what business, of the kind of business that we have. Because I remember while I was on that job, I saw people who I thought, had jobs that were safe and secure. I saw those people being retrenched. I also remember that people used to complain every day while going to work. But I also noticed that the people who would complain were the same people who were reporting to the job day in, day out. Why? Because they had no choice. They had no choice. But I remember after doing the job for about 2 years and 4 months, voluntarily, I asked to leave the job and move on to my business. And they thought I was moving on to something, maybe a competitor company. But I said, no. I had read somewhere that poor people get a job to earn money, but rich people get a job to learn. I decided that for the time I had been on the job, I had learned enough of how the corporate world operates that I can bring and apply into my own business. I voluntarily left that job. And I remember I left at a time when they were about to promote me. But for me, that's one of the greatest experiences that I have got in this business, because that experience made me appreciate the value of being your own boss. It made me appreciate the value of having the time, the freedom of time and the freedom of choice. It also made me appreciate the value of doing something that you love to do. This is something that you can do with the people that you want to do it with, doing the kind of work that you enjoy doing. So for me, one of the greatest things I have got in this business is the value of being my own boss. Today, I am in charge of my time. When I wake up in the morning and it is raining, or there is so much traffic on the road, I don't have to leave home at 6 a.m. to beat the traffic. I can sit home, do my work from home up to around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. and then I can drive out of home when the roads are clear. I have that flexibility and that opportunity because of the nature of our business. The other thing that I have enjoyed really out of this business is I have seen my dreams come true. I remember back when I was still young, my father took us to the airport on a Christmas day. We took us out, so we went to the airport. And on that day, he wanted us to see how airplanes take off, just taking off, even if we are not going to board them, but at least just see how they take off. Unfortunately, when we reached the airport that day, there was no flight taking off. So we only saw the planes parked and we went back home. That was my first time at the airport. The second time was when I was escorting my friend. This friend of mine was going to Japan. So I escorted him to the airport and I said, today I want to see for the first time in my life how a plane takes off. So I waited for those 2 hours between check-in and departure. I waited in the lounge until finally they announced that now this aeroplane is going to be taking off. So I went to the window in the restaurant and I saw how the plane came out of the parking, how it got on the runway, how it started moving slowly on the runway until it gained speed, accelerated until it took off, and then it got in the air. And it continued to reduce in size to the size of a bird. And at that time, in my heart, I said, Jesse, I wish one day I could also travel. But then there was this other voice that said, now for you, Jesse, where will you go? To see who? To do what? Who will even pay? There were all those questions in my mind. But to cut the long story short, this business has made that dream come true, because I remember the first time I was on a plane was when we were going to celebrate the Golden Jubilee celebration with Neolife in London. I remember this was June 2008. It was the first time ever on an aeroplane. Ever since then, I've been to Durban, I've been to Bloemfontein, I've been to Mauritius, I've been to Cape Town, I've been to Johannesburg, to mention but a few. In fact, one of those trips was a first-class air ticket. Now, I asked myself, where would I have ever got an opportunity to get on a plane and sit at the front of the plane? The first-class air ticket is one where you sit just near the cockpit. You get served very fast on the plane, even before it takes off. People are checking on you all the time. It's just an amazing treatment. And all that I have found out of this business. I remember the other thing that this business has really done for me as Jesse, is I grew up with a low self-esteem. I never used to believe in myself. I used to second guess myself. I never really believed that there was something good and valuable out of me. But out of this business, because of the trainings that we do, because of the personal growth development and personal development sessions that we have had out of this business, I began to slowly discover myself. I began to believe in myself. I began to realize my strength. I began to appreciate who I am and the kind of value that I bring to the world. And today, I have traveled the world as an internationally sought after inspirational speaker. Today, I have inspired thousands the world over. I belong to an organization that empowers people to become effective communicators and leaders. And recently, I received an award for being a distinguished communicator and leader. In my country, Uganda, I was the third person to receive that award, all because of the opportunity of Neolife. Today, when I look into the future, I'm very excited. I look into the future with a lot of hope and optimism. I'm married with a wife. My wife is called Diana. Together we have 2 girls, Ruby, who is 5, and Moriah, who is 3. We want to provide the best education that we can offer them. Why? Because this business has given us the opportunity to do that. Out of this business, I have enough time with my family. You know, if I had a job, I would probably be leaving home very early in the morning at 6 a.m. and then come back late in the evening at about 10 p.m. And I would never have that time to bond and connect with my family. But I have enjoyed doing a business that I am present as a dad to see my children grow. You know, we have built such a strong bond with my daughters. Why? Because of my availability in their lives. It would never have been possible if it was a job or a business that does not give me the time to do that. And so I would like to invite all of us here to be a part of this business. If you are a guest, try these products. I have seen these products work for me. I used to have a challenge of getting flu and cold. For a long time, I would get flu, I would get cough and flu. And then I realized that the money I would pay at the clinic or at the pharmacy was the same money that I would have used to buy myself a tin of vitamin C. So I decided I'm not going to spend any more money on pharmacies and hospitals. I'm going to use that money to buy products that I can use for myself. So I began to use vitamin C and zinc. And for the longest of time, I hardly get flu. If I ever get it, it goes maybe with it. I just get it for about a day. And within no time, I am back. I'm healthy. I am strong. Our daughters have been able to use these products and they have worked for them. Their immunity is good. They hardly fall sick. Sometimes they get an infection, and even by the time we go to the doctor to get medication, the girls are already fine and well. And they are so vibrant, so brilliant, so sharp, you know, all because of the products that we have. So I would like to invite the guests who are on the call to consider using these products. They have worked for us, but even more importantly, do this business because it is the kind of business that allows you to grow your income portfolio while working part-time. It is a business that allows you to work part-time. And the only way we do it is we do it by sharing with other people. It is a business that will give you immense benefits. It's a business that will make your dreams come true. We have been able to buy property. We have been able to invest money. And today we have money that is working for us. So the future is bright. We look into the future and we are really excited. Why? Because we know that an opportunity like this that came into our lives has completely changed our lives. Today, there are people who go to a job and they are desperate. They are not sure if they will have their job tomorrow. There are so many people that I have seen that were so resourceful and yet sadly they were retrenched. But out of this business, the future is in your hands. So I would like to invite you to be a part of this opportunity. It will change you. It has given me lifelong friends. It has given me an opportunity to see the world, but even more importantly for me to impact the world with my skill sets. So I would like to invite you, be a part of us, because if we have done it, you can also do it. Your story is the one that we are waiting for, because there are people. I remember that for me, when I started out this business, my dad especially was not interested in it. In fact, he kept on asking me, Jesse, you did mechanical engineering. What are you going to do with your profession? Even when I was doing this business and earning good money, I remember at one point, I earned about $2,000, you know, but even then he did not really believe in what it is that I was doing. And then one day I earned a bonus, just a bonus out of the monthly income. I earned a bonus of about $1,500. And I got that check and I put it in my room. So one day he came when I was not there. He looked at the check and it was reading, pay Jesse Annebyoona the sum of US dollars 1,500. This was just a bonus on top of my monthly incomes. And when I came back in the evening, he took that check and told me, Jesse, when you started this business, I did not know exactly what it is that you were doing, but I have seen the value that it has added on you as a person and the kind of benefits that it has brought to us as a family. And I want to give you the blessing as my son. Do this business because I have seen that it has worked for you. And you know, that told me that there are people who initially might oppose us, but when we persevere and we do it and we show them our success, inevitably they will believe in what we are doing. I remember when at some point the company invited me to be a part of the Ruby orientation. And at that time I was not married. So they asked me to put in a partner. So I went and I put in my mother as my partner, and together we traveled to Johannesburg. And that was her first time ever in her life to get on a plane. To this day, she still talks about her time in South Africa. She talks about her time on the plane. Why? Because of the amazing opportunity and benefits that this business can give you. So mine is to just share with you my own experience and let you know that indeed this business has changed our lives. It has given us hope for a new future, a brighter future. I wish and I hope that you too can one day stand up and tell your story, because your story is something that will change and impact someone out there. So thank you so much, Pascal, for giving me an opportunity to share my own benefits. And I wish every guest on the call as much success as I have got in this business. And to the distributors, let us do this business. Let us do it, because the business works, but it works when we work it. It works, but it only works when we work it. And the way we work it is by talking to people. That's all we do, talking to people. I remember when I had just started the business, all I did was attend training, and they kept telling us that reach out and show people what this business can do for them. And for me, one of the things they taught me was, when you meet people, simply ask them, if I would show you a business that you can do part-time and make some additional income, would you be interested? That is the only question I asked. Whenever I would meet someone, I would chat with them a little about themselves, find out what they do, and then I would pose the question, if I would show you a business that you can do in your spare time, would you be open to have a look? The answer was either yes or no. That's how I built my business. And by just asking that question, there are people who say yes to the business. And those people, we worked together. They became successful. They became directors and beyond. But there are also people who say no, and it is okay, because no matter how good you are, you'll never convince the whole world to believe in what you're saying. So this business works for you if you are resilient, if you are persistent, if you are teachable, you are willing to do the things that we talk about, because all it takes is for you to step out and try out, because you will never know if it works until you try it. You know, I never used to talk to people. I was so shy. In fact, some of my friends back in school normally tell me that, you know, Jesse, we never, of all the people that we thought could do the business, we never thought you could do it, because there are people I never talked to in my whole time in school. But here I am doing a business that requires talking to people, and I am excelling at it. So all of us have got potential, but we just have to reach out in courage and step out. We have to reach out and share this business with as many people as possible. And the more people we share it with, the better it works for us. I have seen this business help so many people. I have seen personally, the person who invited me, unfortunately passed away in a motor accident in 2008. This would be about 14 years ago. But to this day, the business that he left is still earning money. Now, the reason it earns money is because much as he's not there, for the 3 years that he did the business, he trained me and many other people how to do it. So even while he's resting in peace, I am still growing the business. So to this day, he still gets money that he worked for 14 years ago. Think about that kind of business. We have seen people who are so well-to-do, people with good jobs, they sadly pass away, and 5 years later, you cannot even recognize that this person was once related to someone who was a CEO. But out of this business, it gives you what you call residual income. The work that you do today, you can still be paid 10 years in future. So be part of the business. And when you get to be part of the business, don't just be in the business, do the business. It's one thing to be in the business, it's another thing to do the business. And the more you do it by simply reaching out and talking to people, the more you will see the benefits in your life. So I wish you all the best as you get started in the business, as you work this business, as you do it consistently and not occasionally, consistently, continually talking to people, because the people who say no today, in future, may it be the same people who will say yes. So don't despair, do the business, and the future is bright. As long as you keep stepping out in courage and working it, I believe one day we shall be together at the President's Team Lifestyle. So thank you so much. Back to you, Pascal.
Thank you very much, Jesse. That was, if I was a guest, I would call the person who invited me, and I would tell them, look, I want to start the business yesterday, because that testimony attests to what the business can do for any ordinary person like you and I. Jesse, thank you so much. I always enjoy your presentation, and if I was a guest, I wouldn't hesitate to start the business immediately. So thank you so much, Jesse. So if you're a guest, some of the things that we offer is we've made the business as efficient and as doable as possible. We've taken advantage of technology to be able to make the business more efficient. For example, we've got a lot of online services. If you want to order products, you can order the products online. If you want to register new people and start building your business, you can do it online. The moment you start your business, the company creates for you your personalized website called your back office, where you can monitor and manage your business. In fact, on a continuous basis, you would know how your business is doing worldwide. Training is done locally and internationally online. For example, this presentation, there are people from so many different countries who have logged in to see these presentations. Delivery of products, the company contracts courier companies in each market or in each region where they do business, so that the products are delivered to our customers and distributors to their convenient places, either their doorsteps or their nearest distribution point. Payment is done online or by mobile transfer. Payment of commissions and bonuses is also done by EFT or mobile money. So the company has made the business very, very efficient to make sure distributors concentrate on building a network where the products are used. Jesse was talking about the Ruby Orientation School. Betty and I had the privilege of attending the Ruby Orientation School in Santun Sun Hotel in Johannesburg in October 2019. 4 days where the company flies top distributors from the African continent, and we interact, we share experiences from different countries. We do furthermore leadership training so that we can build larger businesses. The other thing is traveling. In 2017, distributors from the African continent went to Dubai to experience a different lifestyle paid for by the company. Those are some of the leaders who attended the leadership school in Santun Sun, Ruby Orientation School, people from Mozambique, from Namibia, people from Tanzania, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from South Africa, people from different regions or different areas of the African continent. If you're a guest, how do you get started? Speak to your sponsor or the person who invited you to this presentation. You'll fill in the application form. You pay your registration fee. That is the registration for your business kit. In South Africa is between 720 and 2,810. In Kenya is between 7,620 or 9,280. In Nigeria is 20,600 or 26,500 naira. In Tanzania is 145,400 or 178,400 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda is 211 or 251,000 Uganda shillings. In the USA is 75 US dollars. In Sweden, the premium kit is 1,025 Swedish krona. Italy is 64 euros, and Ghana is 280 Ghanaian cedis or 447 Ghanaian cedis. So this is what you need to start your business. And with this amount of money, you take advantage of a global infrastructure to help you expand and grow your business. What do you need to become successful? Remember, success begins with a decision. You need to decide, yes, I want to do the business, or no, I'm not interested. Or could you answer the following questions that I still have about the business? And once you've made a decision, you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What is your reason for starting the business? Number two, find out what you need to know or to do to become successful. You need to be teachable, to learn new things. Most people who start our business start with little or no experience in this kind of industry. And they're open to learning and they become successful because they're willing to learn. Number three is just hard work, discipline, guts, persistence, patience. This business, you need to be very patient. Success is not overnight. It takes time to build a business. Okay? Number four, you need faith in yourself, faith in the person who invited you, your sponsor, faith in the company, Neolife. If you have all this, success is guaranteed to your business. What is your next step? Your next step is get together with the person who invited you. They will show you what to do and get started in our business, attend the training, and success is going to be yours if you follow the guidance of your business leader and make a decision never to give up in the business. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much. And we've got an announcement. You see, this week is a week of Easter, and we've got a very short week. Thursday is a holiday in most of the countries in Africa. So Thursday evening, we are not going to have our regular training. We are going to have it the week after next. So on Thursday, we will not have training because most people, I think, on Wednesday evening or Thursday morning are going to disperse to the various destinations for the Easter break or celebration. So we'll resume our training next week, Thursday. I would like to thank everybody very much. First, I'd like to thank Paul Matu for hosting our meeting. Paul has been very, very diligent and consistent in hosting these meetings. From 2010, April, until now, every Monday, every Thursday, he has hosted our meeting. So, Paul, thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending this meeting. I'm hoping to see, if you're a guest, I'm hoping to see you at the beaches of the world. Get back with the person who invited you. Make a decision and let success be yours. I'm hoping that you're going to be one of the people who shares a story like Jesse, and success is yours. Thank you very much. Good night and good luck.